Reno Tirakatne.
Tēnā koe e te mana whakawā. Tēnā koutou e ngā mema hurirona I tēnei whare. Tēnā koutou I tēnei pāremata rima tekau mā tahi o Aotearoa New Zealand. Tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Mr. Speaker, it's a pleasure. This is my first opportunity to speak in this 51st Parliament. And as is the customary tradition, I wish to congratulate all the officers of Parliament, the Right Honourable David Carter, Speaker, the Assistant Speaker, Deputy Speaker Chester Burrows, Honourable Chester Burrows, and Lindsay Tish, Assistant Speaker. But I do want to give special acknowledgement to you, Mr. Assistant Speaker, fellow. We cover the same territory, albeit the northern portion of my vast electorate of Te Tai Tonga. And sir, there's a saying in Māoridom that this august house is called Te Ana Raiona, the Den of Lions. And sir, I guess that there are a lot of lions and lionesses from all different parties in this house, and some have been here for some time. Others are new, but we welcome them all, and sir, you've been elevated, as has been mentioned previously, to gamekeeper, and I'm sure that I look forward to working under you as we settle down into the business of this 51st Parliament. And sir, I am delighted to be here representing the largest electorate in the country. It's larger than Mr. O'Connor's, although his is spectacular, and we do cover the same patch. West Coast Tasman and 20 other electorates which comprise Te Tai Tonga. And I do want to acknowledge the wonderful whanaunga right throughout the south, Te Waipounamu, from Te Tauihu o Te Waka, right the way through ngā pai maunga o Te Waipounamu, all the way down to Murihiku, the entirety of Te Waka Maui, and also the outlying islands all the way out to the Chatham Islands, and here in Te Upoko, Te Ika, Te Whanganui Atara, for their endorsement. It is a vast electorate, but it's one that I'm very, very proud to represent, and I'd like to acknowledge all of the Labour whānau that have supported me and brought me back here with a double majority and mandate to represent the people of Te Tai Tonga. So, sir, I want to very proud to stand in this House yet again, and I do want to acknowledge my new colleagues, fellow MPs on Labour, and in particular Jenny Salesa, Penny Henare and Adrian Rurafe, our three wonderful, wonderful new additions to our Labour team, as well as returning members, and indeed I'd like to acknowledge all of the new and returning members in this House, because sir, there are some faces, obviously, that haven't returned. I gaze over to that seat next to the eyes, sir, and that was, I just vividly remember the barrages from the Honourable Tau Henare. But we may have lost one son of the North, sir, but we have gained many more. We have gained Penny Henare from Ngāti Hene up in the North, and Te Tai Tokerau. We have gained Calvin Davis back in Te Tai Tokerau. Did the what was perceived to be the impossible, and knocked off Hone Harawira up there in Te Tai Tokerau. Great achievements. and I do welcome back Peter Paraone from the North. I do have an affinity to the North, because although I represent the South, sir, on my mother's side, my whakapapa is to Ngāti Hene in the North, and I guess, sir, we are, in a way, almost overrepresented through membership in the House. But I do welcome the new Shane from the North to the House, who gave a splendid maiden statement today, Mr. Reti. And as we welcome the new Shane to the House, I do recall some very sage advice that I received from the former Shane of Te Tai Tokerau, Mr. Shane Jones, and that was, and this is sage advice to all new members, do as I say, not as I do. And I believe that if we adopt that, follow that for all new members, you should do very well in your careers in this House. But sir, this is a den of lions. There are wild and powerful, ferocious moments that we have. And as we settle down to the business, you know, we have seen the people of New Zealand have spoken. They have given a mandate to the national government, and we on this side of the House, we accept that, and we are loyal members of Her Majesty's opposition, and our role is to hold this government to account, to challenge and to probe and to make sure that we stand up for our constituency that have put us here, and to make sure that we make sure that New Zealand gets on the right path. Because, sir, we have seen the spectacle that we saw with the Māori Party. And I do want to refer to them, sir, because it was an unedifying spectacle yet again. For 3 successive elections, the people have spoken, and the Māori Party have run up to the 9th floor on the Beehive, can't wait to give supply and confidence to the national government and jump in their chauffeur-driven limousine, sir. And that is a disgrace to Māoridom because, sir, if you look at the results in the Māori electorate seats, that was one silver lining of the Labour Party's results this past election, sir. Because ko ngā tūru Māori te mana o Reipa, 6 of the 7 Māori seats have returned to Labour. And so that's a very strong message to the Māori Party that we have their number. The people have spoken and they have wholeheartedly endorsed Labour in the Māori seats. And so it was very sad. It was a very sad spectacle to see them scurrying up to do their supply and confidence deals, because we know that it's not going to be benefiting Māori over this term. Already in this first week in the House, sir, we have seen wholesale attacks and onslaughts yet again by this government on workers' rights. We have seen today shameful reports on poverty levels in this country not improving in over 6 years of this government. And all the while, sir, I do recall from Ms. Fox's maiden statement that she is committed to this government. So by their commitment to this government, they are committing to the erosion of workers' rights and all those other atrocious and odious policies that this national government is inflicting on Māori. And it's definitely not raising the aspirations and the well-being of Māori. And what will be their answer to that? What will be their answer to the wholesale sell-off of thousands and billions of dollars of state housing, sir? What is their answer? Whānau ora. What is their answer to the growing poverty in this country? Well, some half-baked policy around te reo, which is, again, a disgrace. It's a disgrace that this Māori Party has been holding up this national government. And I do want to acknowledge, sir, on my southern side, I do want to acknowledge my whanaunga, Tūtahau Nuku, Nook Korako, list member for National, and Nook mentioned in his maiden statement, sir, that he wants more brown-blue. He wants to grow the brown-blue vote. He needn't look too far, sir, because he only needs to look to the Māori Party, and that is the brown-blue of the National Party. And, sir, we know that brown and red go together. Our Māori people have spoken, and they know where their home is, and they know that, in fact, they're ahead of the game, sir. They are ahead of the game because our Māori and our Pacifica vote have voted very strongly for Labour, and they are ahead of the game. And we are it's an opportunity for us to reconnect with our wider constituency, because we will be back, because we need to have a change of government. So I hope that our fellow colleagues on the other side and our new Auckland's golden boy over there from Epsom, I hope they just make the most of this opportunity, because rest assured, batten down the hatches, because we will be coming after you with everything that we've got We want to be challenging you every step of the way. So pleasantries aside, we are coming. Kia ora tātou. Kia ora tātou katoa.
Kennedy Graham.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In the speech for